And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA. Action for you coming up. You'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Green is out there with Irving. Then there's Allen. Then there's Richardson. And it's Eaton in at the 5. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And the Cavaliers with possession. Outside Irving. Richardson the pass to Allen. Here's Eaton, guarded by Pippen. Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Now Paxson. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Pippen. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Richardson the pass to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Green taking his time here. It's good from long range.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Pippen outside. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's White. The Cavaliers making the shot. Reed a screen on Richardson. Pippen down low. Covered by Irving. And that one's good by Pippen.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Now here's Richardson. Bobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Pippen. Paxson outside. Lucas kicks to White. Outside Pippen. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 7 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Lucas against Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grape.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Richardson outside. Green finds Allen. Green with a screen for Allen. Back to Green. It's stolen by White. Here's Paxson. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's White. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Now, here's Paxson. Inside, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Really really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Second, the Cavaliers.
Their long-range game was a huge strength. They spread the floor, found the open shots, and made the most of their chances.
Here's Watson. 8 points his last outing. McMillan passes to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Thomas. On the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Here's McMillan. Aguirre grabs the miss.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's McMillan. Pass to Lanier. Now, here's Watson. No scoring in this one. No good with the triple. Here's Chicago. They're on a 15-5 run here. Thomas against McMillan. Thomas passes to Aguirre. Over Watson. And again, Chicago. No good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 7. There's a good screen. To the paint. Here's Lanier. It's hauled in by Sigma.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Lanier. Stolen by Thomas. Basket good. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Watson kicks to Mitchell. Back to Watson. Clock at 6. In for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Pass to Thomas. Got a hand on it. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's McMillan. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew it.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Tari Easton is out there with Lucas. Then it's White. Then there's Paxson. And it's Sigma in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Irving drives in. Over Easton. Irving misses. The Bulls leading by 8. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got his first points in this one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Johnson against Paxson. Johnson with the rebound. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Indiana.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
High post shot. No good from Irving. Chicago leading by 8. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Irving's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Lucas, and Lucas slams it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Reedy's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Tari Eason. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Outside Pippen. Back to White. Pass to Lucas. White, a screen on Green. Here's Pippen. Here's the three. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside Irving. Pass to Eaton. Now here's Green. They set the pick. Here's Eaton. Reed covering. And Eaton gets it to go.
Running offense through Green isn't just an option, it's a preference.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. Open for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Richardson with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Down low. And Green slams it in.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick-and-roll game.
And here's Pippen. He's got 10. To the inside. Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Tries the spin move. Here's Irving. And no good that time. Nice D from Pippen. Pass to Lucas. Paxson outside. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Reed, a screen on Irving. The second chance effort. With the second effort, it's tipped.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
For 3, Pippen. It's hauled in by Richardson.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Green with a screen for Irving. Into the lane. Shoots over Pippen. The Cavaliers with another miss.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Chicago timeout call.
For the Cavaliers, Aiden Watson, he's checked in for Green. Mitchell comes in for Irving. And it's McMillan in for Richardson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Mitchell outside. Pass to Eaton. Now Allen. Here's McMillan. He's guarded by Thomas. And here is Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Now Watson. Allen for the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Guerin passes to Reed. Outside Thomas. Here's Pippen beyond the arc. Allen with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Eaton misses. The Bulls leading by 7. Shoots from 8. Guerin misses in close. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Watson, the pass to McMillan. Now Mitchell to end the drought. That shot off. Pass to Guerin. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Read a screen. Here's Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
This is a big-time game for Scotty offensively thus far. He's setting a high bar for the rest of the guys on that end.
Mitchell outside. Here's Watson. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Watson's got his first bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bulls lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from United Center.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
You look at Cleveland, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Cavaliers.
Playing on the road is definitely more of a challenge, but you know that coming in. They didn't seem all well prepared for this environment for the matchup. I'm sure the coach is trying to coach them up and change the momentum in their favor.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What can you say? Scottie Pippen, an impressive effort here today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Allen is out there with Richardson. Then there's Irving. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Eaton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Reed a screen on Irving. 3, Pippen. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. To the middle, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammate.
Richardson, the bounce pass. Oh, the lob to Irving. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And to look out for 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Cavaliers.
And they are going where the going is good for them right now. The painted area, high percentage, and high volume shots.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Lanier. 6 to shoot. Another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
First free throw is good. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Lucas the pass to White. Good work defensively by Richardson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Right side, Green. Pass to Lanier. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
They set the screen. With the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sigma's got 6 points.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Irving.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Irving at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. And it's Lucas with the ball for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. To the inside. Here's Sigma. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's rock-solid defense on a really good scorer.
Back to Richardson. Johnson dishes to Green. There's a screen. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Checked in for the Bulls. And Cleveland also making a change. Mitchell, he's checked in for Irvin. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Paxson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Paxson's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Paxson against Mitchell. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Green, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bulls with the lead. Out to White, pass to Aguirre. Over Green. Aguirre, no good.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Down low. Green against White for the lead, and it's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession, so both teams making some changes here. And here are the Cavaliers now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Lanier, no good. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Inside, here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. It's deflected. Mitchell against Aguirre. Pass to Eason. That's in there. Coming off the assist from Aguirre. Eason. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Sigma with the bucket.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
And stolen by Eason. Here's Garrett. Another one falls for Chicago.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Up there for Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Out to the right wing. Outside Thomas. Pass to Guerin. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Tari Eason. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers 5th.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
56 seconds left in the third. Pass to Watson. Johnson against Pippen. Clock at 6. Johnson's shot is off. Chicago leading by 8. And Thomas has it in the corner. Reed a screen on McMillan. To the paint and stolen by Watson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Mitchell passes to McMillan. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Thomas surveying the D. Fires from the wing. Time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. The Bulls on top. They're up by 5. And will return shortly. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guy.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Pippen. Lucas is out there with Reed. Then it's Thomas. And it's Guerin in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Allen, right side. Tipped away. And it's Pippen in the corner. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Chet Holmgren and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. From downtown, it's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
A nice shot by Reed. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Green against Reed. Back to Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Willis Reed.
I like when Green looks to score. He's good at putting defenses in a bind.
Shooting for Cleveland, Draymond Green. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Over to the left wing. Outside, White. Pass to Pippen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Merciless move by Scotty with the ball, completely unbalancing the defender.
On the wing, Green. And stolen by Lucas. White with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's Pippen on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Now Paxson. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Deep 2 from Pippen. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's his first foul. Tari Eason's checked in for Scottie Pippen.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Chicago, number 17.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. From deep, Green, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Ladies and gentlemen, your full youth team.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He said, quote, "This one isn't over. Those guys will come roaring back. We have to be ready. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell. Just move on to the next play." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Paxson outside. Pass to Eason. Back to Paxson. It's stolen by Allen. Goes up, and it's Allen slamming it down.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Paxson, and again, Chicago. No good. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Pass to Zipma. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Lanier. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Paxson passes to Eason. Here's Lucas. From down in the low post, it goes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
From 18 feet away, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
White the pass to Paxson. Here's Eason. Here's White. That one is off. 3 on 3. Richardson outside. Irving outside.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Taking 2 shots. Cavaliers timeout. Make some noise for your incredible.
Chicago making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And the first one drops. And so Irving nails both of them. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. It's good!
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Draymond. Oh, the slam dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop, but he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Good work there as it goes down.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Off the glass.
And Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard it down low.
White against Richardson, and he banks the layup in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Outside Pippen. And stolen by Richardson. There's the pick. 16 feet away. The shot is off.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Irving outside. It's Allen. Now Irving. 6 on the shot clock.
Bulls foul. JoJo White. First personal foul. 14th foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Reedy's checked in for the Bulls. McMillan, he checked in for the Cavaliers.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Pippen against Irving. Releases. Sinks the big jumper.
Defensive foul.
And the free throw, no good.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes the three. A three-pointer. Good. Ball stolen. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
A festive atmosphere inside the building. A look at Indiana's starting group. We've got Paolo Banchero. He's out there with James. And it's Lynn in at the point. And for Detroit, they've got DeAndre Jordan. And it's Kemp in at the 4. We should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Legs. Two teams that like to get out and run.
Yeah, you're about to see a track meet out there. Both teams want to get up and down. You're going to see that scoreboard lit up.
Shot clock at 6. Hardaway, the pass to Kemp. And stolen by Banchero. To the paint. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Well, LeBron knows how to share the load. He's always getting other guys involved out there on the floor.
Pass to Kemp. Jordan with a screen on Banchero. Here's Kemp, guarded by Banchero. Kemp can't hit. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Here's Hamilton. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Over Jones. Shot by Hamilton, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
James passes to Jones. So nice passing by Indiana here. Down low. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now here's Banchero. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago. And Indiana misses again. Here's our test. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Jordan misses. The Pacers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Jones. Lynn passes to Walton. Outside Jones. Three-pointer. Kemp with a rebound. The Pistons leading. Pass to Artest. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Lynn. Covered by Jordan. Here's Walton. The kick out to Banchero. Drains the triple.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Here's Hamilton, defended by Jones. Pass to Hardaway. It's stolen by James. Oh, wow! And that one is stuffed right through.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Here's Hamilton. Out to the right wing. Here's Kemp, guarded by Banchero. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And normally, that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
And Carroll with a screen on Hardaway. Lynn passes to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. From deep, Banchero. The Pistons clear it. Hardaway with it. No points yet. Pass to Artest. Here's Kemp, guarded by Banchero. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. The Pistons, #1.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Pass to Oden. And the powerful one-handed slam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Keenan. First shot won't go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Now here's Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Harper. Here's Keenan. On the wing, Davis. Over Dort. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Right wing. Here's Ball. Barnes with the rebound.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Now here's Dort. He's scoreless. Gordon, the pass to Oden. Ball left side. Indiana with a rebound. Inside. Here's Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Scotty Barnes right there showing you that strength. That's a nice job fighting through the contact.
Pass to Peterson. And here's Dort. Ball right side. Got it. Good job at the low post. And the Pistons lead by 1.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Here's Keenan. Pass to Harper. Shoots over Ball, and Harper gets it to go. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Oh, it's stolen. To the middle. Here's Embry. That's the end of the first quarter. And not much scoring. It remains close. Indiana ahead, leading by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Indiana.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
We've got Luguentz Dort, and it's Jordan in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Guys, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. James passes to Davis. Back to James. From deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Hardaway. Driving inside. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Keenan.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
James passes to Walton. Good on the shot. Walton's got his first points of the game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now Hardaway. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Peterson. Can they get it? He drops it from range.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things to deny.
Dort against Davis. Here's Walton. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Kemp. Outside Hardaway. Outside for Dort. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive board. Hardaway against James. Hardaway's shot is good. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's James. There's the strength of the King.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Pass the ball. Back to Gordon. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Embry, defended by Gordon. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
I just love the ball.
Here's Artest. Back to ball.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
And here's Ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. 4 on the clock. From downtown, here's Oden. And rejected. Gordon against Banchero. No good that time. Good work defensively by Gordon. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Offensive rebound. Shot blocked. Now here's Ball. Pass to Hamilton. Back to Ball. Here's Oden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
That free throw misses. Good on the second one. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Artest.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Here's Oden. Pass to Hamilton. Over Jones. Shot by Hamilton, no good. There's 1:59 left in the half. Here's Harper. Outside Jones. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Ball outside. Pass to Artest. Here's Hamilton. Good on the bucket. Hamilton's got his first bucket in this one.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
They set the pick. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Fast break, here we go. Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Pass to Hamilton. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's our test. This one for three. First shot won't go. Indiana leading by 13. Here's Banchero. Banchero finishes with force inside.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Ball outside. Fires from deep. That shot is off. And so it's Indiana liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Indiana Pacers.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah, on the other hand, the defense will let them stay comfortable.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Well, right now for Indiana, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Indiana leading by 15. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. LeBron James out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Walton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Lynn. Launches it. Hits a three-pointer. Lynn's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Here's Walton, and here's James, defended by Hardaway. From deep, Banchero. It's rebounded by Artest.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Hamilton from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Artest has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James outside. And there's a pick. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. And the Pacers lead by 18.
The response from the king still has that competitive fire.
Pass to Kemp. 90 seconds into the second half now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Banchero. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Detroit, Sean Kemp, 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
He hits the second from the line. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. James outside. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Indiana making a switch here. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Such a wide open look. Davis has got his first points of the night.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
James passes to Keenan. James against Hardaway. Here's the hook. The shot by James. No good. Pistons trail by 19. To the inside. Dort outside. Pass to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. It's good. Off the glass.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
It's James on the wing. Defended by Hardaway. Finished off the break. Hardaway's got 4 points this quarter.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
It might not always show up on the stat sheet, but Lou Dort is one of the most feared defenders around, Legs.
Well, he's built like a middle linebacker, and he brings a high level of physicality. B.A., there's a reason he's earned the nickname the Torture Chamber.
Davis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back to you, Brian.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Ball with it. Pass to Oden. The shot from the low post is good. Oden's got 5 now.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Harper passes to Davis. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Pass to Dort. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. So Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
On the wing, Davis. He has 7. Pulls it. The Pistons clear it. Now Ball. Pass to Gordon. Here's Peterson. Rebounded by Keenan. Indiana leading by 17. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Harper passes to Davis. Here's Peterson. Dort outside. Pass to Peterson. Ball left side. Muscling it home, LaMelo.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
On the wing, Davis. Peterson with a rebound. Peterson's got 4 rebounds now. Back to Ball. Launches a 3. Indiana with a rebound. They led the game at one point by 20.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Harper passes to Embry. Some nice passing by Indiana here. To stop the drought. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
Ball outside. On the take. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For Detroit, Ball. LaMelo Ball. 2 seconds.
And he makes a first. And so Ball nails both of them. And so it's Indiana liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Aaron Gordon, and it's Kemp in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Walton. It's James on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Walton gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Gordon outside. Pass to Kemp. Here's Hamilton, defended by Jones. Here's Hardaway, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Here's Walton. It's James on the wing. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
All right, Tim, back in 1996, you led the league in three-point percentage. You shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And stolen by Banchero. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And he lobs it up. Stolen by Jones. James passes to Banchero. Deflected. And they'll keep possession. Another shot. Kemp with a rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
They get it back. Hardaway from outside. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. Pacers leading by 18. Jones. Arrow. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. The Pistons making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Outside Hardaway. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Back to James. Here's Peterson. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Peterson. Here's Kemp. Jordan with a screen on Banchero. 4 on the clock. Here's Kemp. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Indiana leading by 18. Pass to Jones. It's James on the wing. And Caro outside. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
They set a pick. Here's Hardaway. Here's Hamilton. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to Lynn. Now here's Jones. And Caro outside. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 19.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Here's Peterson. Out left to the wing. Jordan finds Hardaway. Fires for three, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively. This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Pass to Peterson. Here's Hamilton, defended by Jones. Oh, no good on the layup. Indiana leading by 18. Stripped away. And here's Hardaway. Now here's Jordan. Lays it in easily.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Jones. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, LeBron James.
And it's simple. I mean, when you shoot it like he has, this award is a lock. I mean, up over 60% from the field, that's crazy good. He's given them just about everything he's had today.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially.
Here is to be careful about.
All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pacers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for LeBron James.
Yeah, and watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Misses the three. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
Northern California. But we know this should be a heated battle down low. Both teams, Clark, pride themselves on rebounding.
And we know rebounding is one of the key factors along with turnovers, field goal percentage, and free throws in terms of determining the outcome of a game. So we'll keep an eye on the rebounding battle in this one because that is the strength of both of these teams.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Chauncey Billups out there with Richmond. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's Anthony, and it's Unseld in at the 5 spot. Now here's Bosh. Pass to Richmond. Excellent D there from Garnett. Davis kicks to Whiteside. And it's Baron Davis with the finish.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Anthony. And that one is good.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
Garnett outside. Back to Davis. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Davis has got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Richmond. Fires, high post. Not enough on that one as it misses. Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Buries it from 3-point range.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Billups passes to Anthony. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Richmond. Five to shoot. Will it go? Warriors with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Take a look at the stats for Klay Thompson, how he performed last season. Put up about 14 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Billups passes to Carmelo. Just 4 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. No good from Bosh.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Down low. It's tipped. Here's Richmond, and it's Richmond finishing it off.
A strong guard, Mitch Richmond, gets going downhill, and he's tough to stop.
Part perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You've got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Havlicek kicks to Davis. Thompson outside. Garnett with a screen on Richmond. To the middle. Rocket 6. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Kevin, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And here is Billups after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And that one's good by Billups.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. On the floor. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, 4th.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Now here's Jones. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Haywood. It has been a heck of a season already, Clark, and we're just getting to the really good part of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, everybody is stepping up the intensity now. You can see it and feel it. It seems like every game counts for more than just one game as teams fight for position in the standings.
That free throw good from Haywood.
Every game Haywood plays, I wish good luck to whoever has the job of keeping him off the boards, because it's literally impossible. He is a driven player on the backboard.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
Pass to Adams. O'Neal looking around. Here's Petrovic. Screen by Adams. Lets it go from deep. Banked in off the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here's Maxey. Scoreless thus far. Bucket is good.
Making opportunities. Maxey smartly using the pick and roll to create for his team.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Archibald. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Maxey. The 17-footer. Here's Noah. The rebound by Steven Adams. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Shoots from 12. O'Neal misses. Rockets trail by 10. Maxey with it. And slam dunk by Maxey.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors Holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Collins is out there with Maxey. Then there's Noah. Then there's Haywood. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Garnett dishes to O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. Inside, it's so hard to match up with the length of O'Neal, which is why he's able to draw fouls more times than not.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from O'Neal.
And O'Neal is simply a beast. Jermaine O'Neal, a long, athletic, big guy with a nice shooting touch from mid-range.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Noah. O'Neal hits them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Maxey passes to Anthony. Maxey on the wing with some arc. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Collins against Davis. And he gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points.
Baron Davis, one of the more powerful and strong guards in the league. Aggressive in the lane because he has that strength and confidence.
Outside Maxey. And he makes that one. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Anthony. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it's on John Havlicek.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
And the first one at the line is good. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
And Anthony drops them both.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Back to Davis. Offline with his 3.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Pass to Billups for 3. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Davis, that's for 2. Misses the jumper. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Rockets, trailing by 4. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Thompson against Richmond. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And second chance points, and they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. They did not give up a lot of easy looks on that side.
And rebounding, you just talked about, night in and night out, they controlled the boards. Nobody could match their energy in that department. Richmond against Thompson. Here is Richmond. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Havlicek against Billups. Richmond with the steal. And now it's Billups running. He can go all the way. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Thompson. Inside. Klay Thompson.
Look at Thompson move. Getting tricky with it to find himself an opening.
Richmond outside. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Havlicek. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Warriors.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Adams, he's checked in for the Warriors. Petrovic is checked in for Havlicek. And a switch here also for Houston. Jones checked in for Anthony. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Warriors making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Houston. Garnett kicks to Thibault. Kick out to Adams. Garnett outside. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Billups. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside, Jones. Pass to Unseld. Over Thibault. Unseld can't get it to go.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Got a piece of it. Here's Garnett. It's rebounded by Houston. Noah's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson against Billups. Now Richmond. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thompson. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
Billups dishes to Jones. Back to Billups. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Second, the Warriors.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Collins checked in for Richmond, and Maxey subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Archibald passes to Adams. Noah with the block.
A defensive stalwart. Noah's length is what allows him to erase shots.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys?
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Collins kicks it to Noah. 36 seconds left here in the second. Maxey, that's a two-pointer. And the jumper is on the mark. Maxey's got 8. Here's Archibald. Pass to Thibault. Here's Petrovic. Adams with the screen on Collins. Petrovic's shot is off. Jones kicks to Maxey. Over Archibald. And it's Houston with another. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They've sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. An exceptional performance from Baron Davis.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And for Houston, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. They've got Whiteside. Davis is out there with Thompson. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Garnett in at the 4. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And that one's good from Havlicek.
Just a relentless machine. Never seems to fatigue. Havlicek, once he gets loose inside, it's tough to keep him from hurting.
Here's Anthony, and he gets it to go from the corner. Anthony's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Whiteside sets the pick for Thompson. Fires from deep. Bosch grabs the miss. Now the Rockets with it. For the lead, here's Unseld. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. Stolen by Bosch. Richmond against Garnett. Pass to Unzel. Outside Billups. The three from Anthony. The Warriors pull it in. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Garnett. It's rebounded by Houston. Anthony dishes to Billups. Pass to Richmond. Here's Unseld. He's covered by Thompson. And the basket by Unseld. Unseld's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
And Unseld is a problem inside now. I mean, he's really good at positioning himself close to the basket and then taking advantage of it.
Garnett outside. The screen from Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garnett inside. Working on Bosch. KG. That's good. Garnett's got his second basket.
You know, play like this, I think, is a credit to Garnett's focus. He doesn't let the clock distract him from getting done what needs to be done.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Warriors. A 2-point game. Pass to Whiteside. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Outside Billups. Here's Unseld. Back to Billups. Houston moving it around. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Unseld's got 4 this quarter.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Thompson outside. Garnett kicks to Havlicek. Thompson for 3. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 5th rebound in this one. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the talents of Anthony on full display, mercilessly baiting the defender.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Changes. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Whiteside. And Petrovic subbed in for Klay Thompson. Houston making a switch here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Golden State with it. They trail by 6. Pass to O'Neal. Garnett outside. Here's Petrovic. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Petrovic has got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Bosch. Here's Maxey. Bosch trying to free himself up. Kicks it out to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. No good from Bosch. Warriors trail by 3. The 19-foot shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Love the energy on his drive. The defense didn't expect that coming from him.
To the wing right side. Right side, Collins. Pass the box. O'Neal with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Garnett. Here's Petrovic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. Garnett with the steal. O'Neal outside. Garnett outside. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Petrovic. 6 to shoot. For the lead. Outside for Davis. And it's off from three-point range. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now Maxey. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams will make substitutions. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's O'Neal. Pass to Petrovic. The 3, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Noah, the pass to Maxey. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Petrovic. And again, no good by Golden State.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
4th in assists. And they also showed up in the top 5 in terms of steals. Their on-ball defensive pressure was killer last season.
And Greg, you talked about their points off turnover. Not many teams were better at making the most of their opponent's mistakes. Outside Collins. Lets it go from the wing. Basket counts. And it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And there's the bucket from Petrovic.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
44 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Noah. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Noah's got his first points of the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
O'Neal a screen on Maxey. Here's Archibald. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Adams. Noah with the block. Pass to Collins. Hayward kicks to Maxey. 1 second left. And so it's Houston bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Haywood is out there at Noah. Then it's Collins. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Jones in at the 3-slot. On the clock. And shot on the way. Archibald can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Warriors trail by 7. Thompson passes to Archibald. Pass to Thibault. And here's Whiteside. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's O'Neal. And he banks in the layup.
For a guy his size, O'Neal just slides to the basket with ease.
Left side, Maxey. Now here's Noah. Kicks it out to Maxey. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Thompson. This one for 3. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Collins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Golden State. Havlicek comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Houston with a big group substitution here. Bosch is checked in for Haywood. Anthony comes in for Jones. Richmond, he's checked in for Collins. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Maxey. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And that's pure from Billups. So assertive, firing away from the mid-range.
Garnett outside. Back to Thompson. Garnett with the screen for Thompson. And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
Up top, Richmond. He's covered by Thompson. Bosch, that's the pick for Billups. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thompson for the triple. Billups gets the rebound.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a three to fall since.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Thompson passes to Archibald. Noah with the block. Outside Billups. Outside Anthony. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Warriors trail by 11. Lob pass to Garnett. It's stolen by Anthony. To the inside and stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive glass.
The three from Anthony. Warriors with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Archibald passes to Thompson. Whiteside kicks to Garnett. To the left side wing. Here's Archibald, who's guarded by Billups. Archibald can't hit.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Bosch, that's the pick for Billups. Now Anthony shoots the three. It's good.
Again, it's Melo. He's lighting up the scoreboard, and this is what Anthony does.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Houston making a switch here. Here's Thompson. Here's Garnett. Puts down the fadeaway jam.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Rockets leading by 10. Outside Anthony. Richmond outside. Shot clock at 5. A 17-footer. Got it to go.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Garnett with the screen for Davis. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Davis against Phillips. Richmond outside. Now Anthony. Nice use of the glass in the finish.
And this is proof that Anthony is just undeniable sometimes. Even the contact can't stop him from getting off that shot.
And the Rockets making a change here. Maxi's checked in. That free throw good from Anthony. Trailing by 13. Now Garnett. Stolen by Bosch. And here's Maxey. And there's the dunk.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Houston.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Carmelo Anthony.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Outside Davis. Thompson fires. Off target from outside. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Richmond outside. So we see Houston taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.